a lot of what we do on offensively is based on what our quarterbacks can do, and both those boys throw the ball better on the move than they do in the pocket. So kind of makes sense to design our offense around their strengths.
Who else is going to be back there in the backfield?
We got a slew of people that will look back there. Casey Price, he played some back there last year for us. He'll be back there. If Matt Reed's not our quarterback, he'll play back there. We'll play Sam Barton back there and running back some. Jesse Clendenin, Tanner Dixon. We've got a bunch of people that we'll put back there. We may even put Malik back there, Malik Carpenter back there some. So we're just trying to find ways to get the ball in the hands of the players that have some ability, and try to be a little creative in doing it, and find ways to utilize our strengths. Part of our strengths are big, strong offensive linemen. We got 3 guys that are 300 pounds on the offensive line. So getting in there and playing some old-fashioned smash-mouth football, it makes sense. So we're working at it, and
now, who are those guys?
Can do that. Connor Trent and Hunter Lawson and Joseph Shanks. Okay. All are good-sized boys. We returned Hobart center. He was an all-conference guy for us last year, second-team all-conference. He returns at center. So we've got some good size. Brian Hill and Jonah White are 2 good sized young men that are contributing there on the offensive line. So we've got some good sized boys up front. So like I said, high school football, coaching high school football is all about utilizing your guys, and we think that spreading it out and running a little option and then condensing the field a little bit and running a little power football, hopefully that's going to be the answer for us this year. I don't know anybody with Sam running the football, but he's a good quality young man, and is blessed with some agility and some speed. So if we can get him out in the open field, only good things are going to happen. Malik's got good speed. We've got to be creative with ways to get Malik the ball. He's probably going to play receiver for us, but we're going to put him in a situation to return some kicks, and we'll put him in the backfield some. We got to find ways to get the ball in the hands of guys that can run.
Talk about your defense a little bit.
Defensively, everything's going to start with our linebacking core, and we return Robert Ramsey, who was our leading tackler last year, as our middle linebacker. We're a 3-5. We're going to be an aggressive attack style defense, so we've got to have linebackers. Hunter Lawson had a good year for us last year at defensive end, and then of course Sam Barton back there at safety. So we've got experience, at least one experienced guy at each level on defense, and that's a plus. That's something that we haven't always had. Hopefully experience is going to help. Like I said earlier, the biggest thing we've got to do is we got to have something good happen to us early, and build a little confidence. If we can build confidence, I think we'll be okay. We haven't had a great deal of success here over the years since Volunteer's been in existence, and we just need to have something good happen to us, and start believing in one another, and proving that on the field, and hopefully some good things will happen.
Kirk play both ways, right?
Kirk will play. He'll play both ways. We'll have several guys that'll probably play quite a bit both ways. Hopefully, we won't have a lot of them starting both sides of the ball, but with our numbers down, Sam and Kirk and Robert and some of those guys, they'll be on the field quite a bit, and they've known that for some time, and they've been working and conditioning themselves for that. We're going to have to find ways to give them a break every now and then, but those guys are going to have to play for us.
Hunter's your place kicker.
Hunter's the place kicker. Our punter is, we're still up in the air on the punter. We're working about 3 or 4 or 5 different guys right now to figure out who that's going to be. The quality of the numbers that we have, we got more guys this year, I think, that are going to be able to step on the field and contribute for us than we've had in years past. So that tells me that our quality is getting better. We got to work on our quantity.
This is a tough league to get right in, this Big 8 conference. Talk about the strength of the league this year.
Well, I think our conference from top to bottom is as strong as any conference across the state. We haven't necessarily always had a great deal of success in the playoffs for whatever reason, but it's a very competitive conference, a very difficult conference, and the 3 teams that we play out of conference, all three of them made it to the playoffs last year. Sullivan North had one of the best years they've had in the history of their school. Cherokee had a tremendous year, making it back to the playoffs, and then Sullivan East, what a turnaround they had last year. You know, go from 0-10 to 7-3, and make it to the playoffs. So very difficult schedule, but our guys know that, and you know, it's not something that we harp on. It's something that we take them one game at a time, and you know, the expectations are to win. We just got to find a way to go out there and make some positive things happen.